So I have my Joann's haul to share with you guys. So I'm going to give you kind of like a little rundown in case you live in San Diego. I forget that some of you guys do watch me from my home city here. So my store in National City was supposed to close on the 28th. I went on the 28th and they were completely done. I have no idea when they closed down. So then I went over to the Joann's off of Fletcher Parkway. That one is still open. They are 40 to 70% off, but not a whole lot there except for yarn, tons of yarn. Then I went to the other location off of Midway, and again, they had a ton of yarn, but really not like a whole lot of paper crafting stuff. So those two stores still are open, and those two stores did tell me that they will be closing at the end of May. So this is my haul from those two locations. So let's dive on in. If I can remember prices, I'll definitely let you know, but it's like really hard to kind of look at these receipts. So when you were there, do not feel embarrassed to ask them to tell you the price. So what one lady did to me was she was like, oh, you just need to look on like the little panel. And I was like, you know what? It's giving the price and then how much a discount is. So I have to quickly do math. Well, she was just trying to scan, go, and I wasn't able to keep up. So I was like, I need you to tell me the price because on their screen, supposedly they see the price. Where on our screen, on the little panel where you tap your card to, it doesn't show the price. So I'll say like $5.99, you know, minus $2.99. So you have to do the math, but keep up with as fast as she's scanning because it is final sale. So you do not want to overpay for some things, because there were some things that once I got up to the cash register, I got the price. So I like quickly searched on Amazon or like just in Google, and it was cheaper on Amazon. So I was like, nope, take that off. So I did not want to get stuck with anything that was going to be more expensive than what it should be. So that's just a little tip right there. Or have them just kind of like wait. Like if there's a long line, they're trying to rush you, then just, you know, get the prices and tell them to wait it out, and then you can figure it out from there, because we should not be forced into paying for things when they are more expensive. Like my mom wanted a bunch of yarn and it was only 40% off, and I was like, wait, that sounds too expensive. They were still like $5. It was $4 and change. So I went on to Hobby Lobby, and the yarn at Hobby Lobby is cheaper full price, and it was 30% off this week, I believe. So it's even cheaper, and you get more ounces of yarn at Hobby Lobby than what they were selling at Joann. So it was 100% not worth it that it was less yarn and more expensive. So don't be afraid to take that time to like Google and research and make sure you're getting a good deal. Just because they're closing, they're not necessarily good deals. So that's my little tip on. So let's dive on in and start this haul. So the Tim Holtz folios, I want to say were like $3 and change. I have, oh yeah, see, it was $3.60. So like here is my big old long receipt here. So the Tim Holtz folios were $3.60. I found two of those, so I did get both of them because they are different styles. And at Hobby Lobby, they don't go on sale. So for, you know, $4, I figured that was pretty good. And then let's see, what else did I get? I got a couple of stamps and stickers. The Texas was $3. I think that's a little bit pricey, but we did just go to Texas and I do want to scrapbook it. So I gave in and I bought that. I feel like that could have been a better price. And the buttons are 50% off, but they are still very expensive. So these came out to $3. But it was the only pack that they had, and we do Pizza Wednesday every week, so I really wanted those. And I should have Googled these, but I didn't. So I just took them. This stamp set was $1.60. So this pack cost me $3. I don't think it's too bad, but what really had me hopeful was the holes look pretty large. That should fit on a Pokie tool. So that's why I grabbed those. And I'm happy I did, because I bought this stuff before I realized that Temu has started their tariffs and I can no longer afford to shop on Temu. Some of you guys suggested to look at just the local warehouses. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to have to do some research. But yeah, I went to go check out of Temu and my total cost for my products was $30. but because of the tariffs, there was an extra $50 fee. So in the end, it was like $80, and I absolutely was not going to pay $80 for my Temu haul. So yeah, we just got to start looking into other options, I guess. Happy Planner was 60% off. I really liked this one. I still think it's too expensive for even being 60. It came out to $7, but I needed a notebook desperately because I need to start planning for my trip. So this one doesn't say the price, but I can see right here on my receipt that that was $7. I did get these Christmas stickers. Again, I think they were too expensive. They were $3, but I really just fell in love with that Santa. Like, I honestly spent $3 because I really wanted that Santa. I know that Echo Park does different sales throughout the year, and you can get their chipboard for like $2 sometimes. So I would rather go that route, but just that little Santa, I needed it. I needed it in my life. Okay, this one I regret not getting, and here's an example. If it has a clearance sticker, it is a discount off of this price. So this was $5. Happy Planner was 60% off. So the 60% came off of here. And I want to say that it was, yeah, see, look, I'll show you right here. So Happy Planner Tropical, the sale price right there, $5, 60% off. So it came out to $1.99. I wish that I would have gone back and got more, but I just didn't want to get back in line. And yeah, should have just got more because, again, like I said, I use this stuff all the time just to like take notes and stuff for like my everyday. So should have gotten more of those, but it is what it is. Okay, these again, I think were way too expensive. They were only 50% off, but I really wanted them. I am such a Disney fan. So we have Darth Vader and the Stormtroopers in here. And I didn't know where else I could find them. So I grabbed those. I want to say they were like $3 or $4. Can't find it on here though. This receipt is just way too long. Yeah, I can't find it on here. Okay, let's see what else. This is like a little measuring. So it has like the different sizes that I thought would be really good for my mom. So it's like little crochet hook sizing. And I think it cost me like $2. So I got that for her. I got this black glitter paper for Halloween. These are ringing up 30 cents right now. Any cardstock, even the 12x12 cardstock was ringing up 30 cents for me. And the like thin papers were ringing up less. I'll have to see if I can find a different one for that one. I got this little set right here. So you get 3 stamps, but I really liked this little die set. So I really wanted that one. And this was coming out to $2. It was only 40% off, which I think is weird because supposedly scrapbooking was 60. That's why I said, like, definitely ask how much you are paying for things. So this was, see, 50% off for this, which is really weird. So it came out to 50 cents, which I am still very happy about. But yeah, their signs are so hard to understand because it'll say 60 on the sign, but when you go to the cash register, if whatever it's ringing up, that's what they're going to charge you. Even if you're like, hey, but you got a sign out there that says scrapbooking 60% off, they're like, we are charging whatever rings up. So this pack was $1.24. So I was like, if I saw this at Dollar Tree, would I buy it? Yes. So I took it. I thought it was still really cute. So, oh wow, I didn't realize that it's 30. Yeah, that's pretty good. I'm going to say that was a win for that one. I liked these. I was like, how cute would it be to put a sticker on here? So I really liked these. These I want to say were $3. Yeah, $3. They were only 40% off, but I really liked them. I really wanted them. These stars were $2.40. Again, I can't go on Temu now, so I had to give in and get these. I really want to do a 4th of July project, so I thought these would be perfect for that. Okay, I do own one of these somewhere in my mess, but they're the only store that I knew that would sell these tiny attachers, so I wanted to get that. I wish I could have found some of the staples, so I'm going to have to see where I can buy replacement staples because I can't go there anymore. And I want to say this was like $8. Tim, yeah, it was $8.40. So this was 60% off. So this one I did Google, and it is way more expensive anywhere else. So for basically $9, that was a good deal. So that's why I was more than happy to grab that one, have more than one. I guess I just need to find where I can go ahead and get some replacements. $7, so this came off of there, and this is a 110-pound cardstock. I was trying to find 110-pound cardstock. If anybody knows where in like San Diego or Los Angeles area that I could get 12 by 12 colored 110-pound cardstock, please let me know, because I normally buy it from Joann, so I need to find a new spot for that. So if anybody has some suggestions, let me know down below. So that pack of 110 cardstock came out to $4.18. In case you're wondering, it was only 40% off. I did find a lined notebook. Like I said, I was just loving all of the notebooks. That's why I kind of regret getting the big one. I should have just left that one. But this one was $4.80. I'm obsessed with all Happy Planner stuff because you can customize it by it being on the disc system. I'm just so obsessed with that. I got the sewing one. I thought my mom might like this one. And this one was, oh, how funny. This one's cheaper. It was $3.40. Okay, well, I might keep this one. But yeah, really cool. Okay, I found gold shimmer paper, which I thought would be really fun to cut up. You probably can't see how pretty and shimmery it is. Yeah, I don't think so, but it's really pretty. I only found one. So the shimmer paper, again, weird that everything is not 60. This one was only 50% off. So this was $4.50. So I'm giving you guys the prices just to kind of help you out if you're in your store, just to have a general idea, because things don't have a price and it makes it really hard. And like I said, it says that scrapbooking is 60% off, but when you get to the cash register, it's not, and they don't care. They flat out said, whatever it's ringing up, that's what you paid. Do you want to take it or leave it? So that's why I'm trying to help you guys out and share how much things cost. This little book, I want to say was like $1 and change, and I'm so happy that I found it, that it was full. There was other ones that were like sheets were missing, stickers were missing, so I found only one with the sheet being full. That was $1.50. So I'll give you kind of like an idea. I don't know like which is what, but here's where I get it into the paper. So 47 cents, 15 cents, 40 cents, 15 cents, 30 cents. Oh, this one I got multiple of, so those were 30 cents. Yeah, so like 30 cents. If it says like $1.20, it's because you see I got 4 of those. So yeah, paper is very, very cheap. So I found 2 shades of orange that I thought would be really fun for Halloween to like do pumpkins. So I got those. I found some more Maggie Holmes. So you can see Maggie Holmes right here. I got a couple of those. I got this like, oh, the Maggie Holmes is double-sided. I got this kitty one that I thought was cute. Oh, I love this one. So what is a sketchbook? I wish I would have found more. Like this so goes with Maggie Holmes. It's beautiful. I only found 1 sheet. I'm kind of sad. Got some lemon paper, some 4th of July paper. So this was on sale, on clearance, so it came off even more from that, from the 20 cents. So that's probably one of my cheaper ones. Oh yeah, this one I thought would be really pretty for 4th of July as well. Love this paper. Again, here is Maggie Holmes. Here's the back. This paper is so my vibe right here. Bow Bunny, blue flowers, yes please, and that's the back there. Some more Maggie Holmes little butterflies, more Maggie Holmes in just pretty florals, more pretty florals from Maggie Holmes. Her stuff was 50 cents if I remember correctly. All of her paper was 50 cents. Again, blue flowers, I had to have that one. There's the back. I don't really care for the back with all that writing, but I'm going to be using the front of it anyways. Maggie Holmes right here. So love that. Love the peacock over there. And let's see. Oh, I loved this paper. Look at that floral paper. Absolutely stunning. There is blue flowers on the back. Let's see. I found another Maggie Holmes one that I thought was interesting. I definitely don't have this one in my stash. It's like brown. But I love the black and white on the back. And this one is Maggie Holmes as well. But this one has florals. I bought it for this side. I thought was really pretty. There's those. And did I show this one already? That one. So that's everything I got this time around from Joann's. I will be going back. So the lady at the store at Midway, she said that they're getting new products every day. And if they're not getting a new truck, they're just still unboxing the stuff that they got from the day before. But basically every day they're getting something in. So it's too far for me to go out there and check every day, but I definitely will be back. I'll probably stop in like maybe once a week until everything's done. But really, like I said, it was just a ton of yarn. I'm kind of hopeful that they'll get more paper stuff, but not really too sure. But anyways, here's my little video. Give you kind of an idea of what's out there still and how much prices are in case you're interested to going to your store. And if you guys have any questions, let me know and we'll see you later. Bye guys.